What is up everybody, this is Aniket from Codeit. In this video we're going to be creating this digital clock using pure HTML, CSS and JavaScript. So stay tuned. Before starting the video, let me mention that I am on my code pen, so if you want the source code you can go below in the description and find the link of this pen. Now let's start, and to start I'll first create a div and name it container, and here I'll just give a div and give it a class of time, and here we'll have our time like let me give a dummy time here. Okay, so it is just for the styling purpose, but we'll create it using JavaScript. Now after this time we'll come here and say time period, and this is for the AM or PM, so let me write AM here. Let me hit save here, and now we'll come to our CSS and give some basic stylings to our universal operator and to my pseudo elements. Give it a padding of 0, margin of 0, box sizing border box. Now we'll grab on our body and give it a height of 100 vh, height of 100 vh, width of 100%, display, flex, justify, content, center, and at last a line items center. And these three lines are doing nothing but centering everything in the very middle of the body. Now I want to change the background, and the background would be black, completely black. Now I'll grab on container, and first of all I'll give it a background of cyan like this. Now I'll give some padding here, so the padding would be of 1% and 10%, sorry, not 1%, 5% like this. Now let me hit save, and to this container I'll give font family of Poppins sans serif. So I've already imported this family in my code pen in here, so I can use this without writing an import statement in the CSS. Now after this, what I want to do is, now I'll come to time, and first of all I'll give it a size and maybe 5 rems. Let's see. Okay, 5 rems. It is good. Now I'll give it a display of inline block, because we want these two in a separate line, so I've given display of inline block to this. And now I'll have to give a display of inline block to this time period as well, so that both are inline and they both come in the same line. Now after this, what I'll do in time period is I'll give a text transform uppercase, and this will transform everything in capital like we have done here, AM. Now I also want to give margin and margin left, specifically margin left, and it should be maybe 1 and I want to increase the size of it a bit. I want 1.2 rems. Okay, that's good. Now I want to create a neon effect in this button, and for that you can just go in this video where I give the tutorial of how to create a neon button. Now here I'll simply give a box shadow to create a neon effect. I'll give 0 pixels and 20 pixels, and the color would be cyan. This is blur, 20 pixels is blur, and this is the color. Now I want to add one more layer, give it 20%, 20 pixels. Sorry, 0 pixel and 40 pixel of blur. The color would be again cyan, 80 pixels cyan. So this, I created this neon effect using just a box shadow. And if you want a detailed tutorial, again check this video out. Check the video that I have linked in my cards as well as to my description box, so that you can create this neon effect easily. Now okay, so this is done. This is it for our CSS. Now we should move on to our JavaScript. And in here, first of all, I'll say time area document dot query selector dot time, and this is this div, because we want to add the time inside this, so I'm grabbing this. I also want to grab my time period equals document dot query selector dot time per or whatever it is. Now I'll create a function and name it let's say show time, or maybe it should be a shorter, so let me write const tick. Okay, Now what I'll do is I'll say const date equals new date, and if I say here, okay, now I want hours, so const hours equals date dot get hours, and if I now log it in the console, if I say hours, then you'll able to see the hours. So let me open the console here, let me clear it out. Now let me call this function here. So if I say tick, if I call this function tick here, now it should print 19. Okay, so the current timing is 7 o'clock, so it is 19 here. So it is just I've given a dummy time here, so don't go upon this. Okay, so I got the hours, so I can get minutes as well. So I'll say const minutes equals date dot get minutes, like this. Now const seconds equals date dot get seconds, okay, like this. And now if I say const time equals, now inside this backticks I'm using template literals now, and here I'll say hours, and now here I'll say minutes, and now here I'll say seconds. So notice what I'm doing here. First I'm giving the hours here, then a colon, then minutes, then colon, then seconds. And now let's log it to the console, like this time. Let me clear this out, and here we should see that. So this is what the real current time is. Okay, now I want this timing to be here. So what I'll do is I'll say time area, and this is this one that I grabbed on here. Time area dot inner HTML equals time, and here we should get yes, here we get this. Okay, and now I want to change this in every second, okay. And one more thing that we have to do is, like, if it is 9 here, we want to give 09, so that also will do. But before that, what I'll do is set time out, and I'll call the same function after 1000 milliseconds, that is 1 second. So after every 1 second it will call itself, so it will change the seconds in 1 second. It is 33, 34, 35, so it is changing. Okay, so that works. This is the basic one. Now it is not AM currently, it is PM, so I also want to change this AM to PM. So for that, what we'll do is, after this you can say const AM PM equals, and now here what I'll do is I'll say if hours is greater than or equal to 12, then I want it to be PM, else AM. So AM PM, it will get a value of either PM or M depending on the value of this hours. Okay, so if this hours is greater than 12, it will get PM, and if it is not greater than 12, it will get AM. So now if I okay, it is done here. Now what I want is time period dot inner HTML equals AM PM, like this, and now I should get PM here. Oh, what is this? AM, yes, I get PM here. Okay, so that was easy. Now the only thing that we have to do here is, like, if it crosses 60, then see what happens. 51, 52, 53, 54, 5, 6, 7, and okay, here it gets 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. I do not want this. I want 05 or 06. So for that, what I'll do is I'll change these const to let, and this because I want to change these values. So I'll say if hours is greater than 10, what I want to do is hours equals 0 plus hours. So if hours is greater than, if hours is less than 10, that means if let's say less than 10, we can choose any, let's say 8. If hours is 8, then we should say hours equals 0 plus 8. Okay, so this is what we are saying here. Now we'll do the very same thing for each and every one, hours, minutes and seconds. If you say if minutes is less than 10, minutes equals 0 plus minutes. If seconds is less than 10, seconds equals 0 plus seconds, and that should do our work. And what I think is it is complete. Okay, so I get 19, 19, 14, 15, 16, and we'll have to wait for it to be like a single digit number, so it changes 0 and then something, so that we'll know that our project is working fine. Okay, so now we are at 57, 58, and here we go. So it is working completely fine and there is no problem in our project, and with this we are completed with our project. And if you like the video, hit that like button down below. Make sure you subscribe to our channel and press that bell icon to get the instant notification of our latest videos. And if you have any suggestion, any feedback, any questions, or if you want to communicate with me, you can comment down below in the comment section, or you can also join my Discord server, the link of which is given down below in the comment section. And at last, thank you for watching.